libido. I'm burning up, hot flashes got me sweating like a sauna, body feeling different, odor creeping like a drama. Clock hits 3, wide awake insomnia got me stressed. Mirror shows dry skin, used to glow, now it's a mess. Achy joints, back stiff, tailbone hurts too. Trying to stay fly, but this fupa making moves. 1 minute I'm chill, next I'm seeing red. These mood swings got me tripping, messing with my head. I go through all these symptoms. Do you go through it too? Is it just me, or you riding this wave too? We gaining that weight, feeling that anxiety, no libido, brains foggy. Where's the clarity? It's feeling drained, fatigue got me moving in slow-mo, getting pissed off at my man for nothing, yo. Confidence lost, self-esteem took a dive, but we queens, we rise. Menopause won't take our vibe. Ladies, speak up, tell me, do you feel this too? We riding through the storm, but we'll make it through. Don't let this pause make us stop, yo.
What the Pause shares my personal experiences with menopause and is not medical advice. I am not a medical professional, and opinions shared are my own. Any products mentioned are based on personal use and not endorsements. There are no paid partnerships unless stated. Always consult a healthcare provider before making any health decisions. Hello, everyone, and welcome to What the Pause? Yes, it's me. It's Amalia here, and I'm going to be doing my podcast now, not just audio, but also video. So if you're listening to me on your regular streaming media platforms where you listen to your podcasts, you're going to be listening to me speaking as I'm on camera. And as everybody knows, when I get on camera, I just show you exactly what I look like. No filters, no crazy lighting, nothing to make me look like I'm 15 years younger. Okay. So thank you to those who have been following me and who have been commenting on my shorts on YouTube. And this one will also be available on YouTube as well. So please subscribe, share the content with your friends who can really use some advice today about confidence during perimenopause. So I'm going to start off with basically what confidence means to me, because confidence can mean different things to everybody else. All right. Sorry for my little crinkled dress here, but nonetheless. So when we're born, we have, there's conditions that we start to learn, right? About social conditions, what's happening in your home, how you're supposed to behave, et cetera, et cetera. As a Gen Xer, born in 1971, so that makes me 53, I'll be 54 this year, I had confidence. Oh, yes, my parents instilled confidence in me, especially when I was going to school and I was on stage doing my ballet and all my other dance courses that I was learning. And even with my speech arts and debates and other things that would take me on stage, and I would be confident in doing those things. However, growing up with a very strict Greek father and my mother, who was much, much younger, confidence, when I turned 12 years old, went out the window. I no longer received it. I no longer received the support, especially from my dad, who started to pretty much crush my self-confidence. And it's really interesting because when we are kids and we get support and then we turn a certain age and all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but my father stopped giving me that confidence by basically calling me a pig and dumb and stupid, fat. Oh yeah, got that all the time until I was literally 30 years old. And I was out of my house by that time anyway, long before. I couldn't take it. But it never stopped me from being confident in terms of what I always intended in my mind to go for. So if it was for that undergraduate degree, got it. It was for my fitness professional certification, got it. If it was for any kind of scholarships, received those. So the confidence, although my father was telling me that I was all this negative things, I didn't let it go into my mind, especially when it was me going for my own goals and objectives. And this was in my early 20s into my early 30s. Then when you're in your 30s and you might be single still, and then that confidence totally goes out the window at times. I know mine did, especially when my father told me that I had to get married at 30 or else I'd become an old maid. So yeah, that confidence booster was still there. And that's sarcasm at its finest, by the way, folks. So what happened between the ages of 30 and 50 for me, per se, was the confidence level was up, 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 up. Did great in my career. Then I got married to a narcissist, didn't know at the time. And then while being married, he exhibited everything that my father did to me. So I couldn't win. My confidence was really crushed, especially when my own husband at the time was telling me how big my legs were. Why are you looking so muscular? It's the physical things that people deem that confidence is to be. As a professor, I don't teach that to my students, especially when it comes to confidence. Confidence for me is based on knowledge. If you are knowledgeable of what you are going to present, I am to you in terms of my experience, the confidence now, especially coming into perimenopause and menopause, that confidence will come down, up and down, right? We may wake up one day, bad hair, feeling bloated. Holy God, I do not want to be my good confident self because I don't even believe it. So how will others? And I don't believe in bullshitting my students either. So confidence is where you get from knowledge. Knowledge about what you're talking about, knowledge about what you stand for, knowledge about who you are as a person, and not afraid to say it. So ladies, when it came to my divorce and my separation, and of course, my confidence was down the toilet again. I had 2 kids, one at 38, one at 40. Did the body bounce back? Yeah, but I was a stressed out ball because of it. And I was just trying to appease everybody in my orbit at that time when I was 40, 41 after giving birth. But little did I know that all the pressure I was putting on myself was also causing me to become very stressed and to become very sick. So when that much stress overtakes everything, your mental health, your lack of confidence, you don't even want to get out of bed. I had to do something about it. Divorce was the number one answer. And it was the number one way to actually boost my confidence, if you can believe that. Yeah. I didn't know 4 years later, though, I would be getting into my early stages of perimenopause. All right. So I was still working out. I was in a fitness competition, like I said, at 45 years old. And then after the fitness competition stopped, all the weight came back up. And I'm always a believer of, it's not what we look on the outside, but who you are on the inside. I'm changing my tune because, yeah, I could be confident, I could look great, and I can stand confidently on a stage or in front of my peers or in front of my students, in front of you. And I even feel more confident because I don't subscribe to the zero fucks. I do give zero fucks. And there are things that I don't give zero fucks for. Okay. So my confidence, I give zero fucks about. Okay. So there are women I hear and I see online that say, I don't give 2 shits about what I look like. I don't care. I'm going to wear my bikini until I'm 85 years old. Fantastic. Go for it. However, if you are struggling with your weight or you are becoming obese or overweight and you just don't care, you give zero fucks about that, your life is going to cut short. And then I feel those people who believe in I don't give zero fucks, I believe that their confidence levels are actually quite low. And they're saying that as an excuse. I'm not saying that, I am not a body shamer, fat shamer, whatever the case may be. For me, it's all about confidence from within. I have met a lot of women in perimenopause who just say to me, I can't get up. I don't want to go to the gym. I put on 10 pounds since I started this journey. What am I going to do? And to that, I see, well, you have to get out of bed. You have to get out of bed. You have to start thinking about yourself. Don't worry about your kids. Don't worry about your grandkids. Don't worry about what your spouse is doing, because chances are they're not worried about you. So get up, put that workout outfit on if you choose to go to the gym or choose to do something that is going to make you feel better, is going to make you feel powerful, and is going to give you that confidence that we all deserve to have. Now, there are times, like I said, where my confidence was shot down, even by my own daughter, who is 13. And I ordered this beautiful dress from Poshmark. Yeah, it was new with tags. And I always wanted to wear something that was long and flowy, that, it was purple, just beautiful. I showed it to my daughters, or my one daughter, let's just say. The older one, she just has her own life now. But my young daughter says, "Oh, God, that's not going to look good on you, Mom. Ew, what is that?" So I told her, I said, "Look, now let's not forget that she spends half the time with her father, so my ex-husband. So when she comes back to me, there is that cynical, negative, almost toxic reaction to what I find beautiful, and to her is ugly." So I had to teach her, "Look, what you just said to Mom really hurts me. And I'm going through menopause." And she's always rolling her eyes at that. I don't care, because when she gets to my age, like I said before my other podcasts, I'll be 90 something, and I'm going to be laughing right at them. And I'm going to say to them too, "Look, you wanted a little bit of your own medicine? Here you go." But everything I do, I bolster my confidence as much as I can, because, of course, I am role models to my children. I am role models to my students, and I am role models to you, I hope, and to my upcoming coaching when I finish my menopause coaching program and get that certification. So to those of you who are physically feeling low because of the change of the pause, and to those who feel they will never get out of this, whatever this funk it is that you're in, okay? I know for me, using HRT really, really improved my outlook, my brain fog, my confidence, because I was able to garner the energy to actually go back to the gym. And remember, I've been a gym rat since I was 16 years old, and I only missed 1 year of the gym during that time because of an ACL reconstruction. I had sustained an injury from combat class. Yeah. So, and that 1 year was a struggle, okay? And I was 30, I believe, at that time. Nonetheless, I digress. So now at 53, almost 54, yeah, I care about what I look like at the gym, but not because of other people, because of me. I want to be confident going in. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this I was teaching for 30 years, as I said. And the gym I go to is actually at the college where I teach at. And it's all young men and some young women. And I love the confidence of these young women. I do not like the fact that their BMIs, sorry guys, BMIs very archaic. So I will scratch that from the record. Okay. I worry about these younger women who are half my age and coming in with, let's just say, extra pounds that hopefully they're trying to lose, or hopefully they're trying to tone up. But what scares me about this Gen Z generation too is that they're always on their phones, and the confidence is coming from influencers, right? We didn't have that growing up, but we did have the Vogue magazines. We did have the supermodel era where everyone had to be a stick figure, right? I believe that we've come away where we're at one end of the spectrum, and now we're coming to the other side of the spectrum with our Gen Zs. And I'm trying to teach my girls that, confidence comes within, yet you still want to be proud of what you do, of who you are, and how you present yourself. That doesn't mean that they have to go glam and have to get their haircuts. And we don't have to go and get glam either, ladies. And, we're all talking about plastic surgery to give us more confidence, to keep us young. And hey, I'm on that same journey in terms of plastic surgery. And I know people who have done it. My sister does do some work. I have other friends who've done Botox and they love it. I've not done one thing. Not one. My confidence exudes from the fact that I do not want to wear makeup. And I never have, only when I go out. It's the truth. Ask anybody who's known me forever. And it doesn't make me feel special. If anything, it makes me I feel gritty on my face nonetheless. So other things will give me confidence, right? Walking high with my head up high into a room, with a great outfit. I don't like these women who are in their 50s and they're just wearing frump. They go to some what they call it, fast clothing, right? They're not sustainable. There's fast fashion. You wear it once, you wash it, you throw it away because it's going to get torn up into the washing and dryer. So confidence comes from a lot of places, right? Now, let me tell you another thing too. If you're going through this phase of where I don't feel good about myself, my confidence is extremely low, I don't like myself, I don't like anybody, hey, I get you, right? There are times where I would feel so confident about getting ready to go out, with new people I've never met before. And this is actually a few weeks ago. Last minute, I said, no, I don't feel confident. Even though I'm talking to you right now, I can see this little turkey gobble here. See? Yeah. I'm trying to think of, am I going to be doing a plane, a frontal plane, or what? Or lipo? But it bothers me. And not only that, it wasn't feeling well. And like I said before, when we're in perimenopause or menopause, we wake up every day to a different person, ourselves. And that day, I just didn't want to do it. Although I know I should have gone, but luckily I was not feeling good. I had my cycle appears. Hello, why are you coming again? I want this done now. Thank you very much. But I just didn't feel great. And then it occurred to me, I used to do this in my 20s when I was at my most, I don't want to say thinnest, I don't want to say healthiest, I want to say prettiest, but in almost the best shape, in almost the best frame of mind, okay? Because I'd grown away from my dad's bullshit of his comments to me, and then I go directly to the gym where I would really stress it out. I use the gym as it's like my church. You'll find me there a few days a week at that time. And at that time, I would also not go out because I wasn't feeling 100%. My confidence wasn't there. And let me tell you, looking back on pictures now of me, and I'm sure, ladies, you know this too, when you look back on pictures of yourself in your 20s and your 30s, you're like, holy shit, I was freaking hot. And yes, you were. And yes, you still are. We are not going back to having our 25-year-old or 30-year-old bodies, okay? Screw that shit, right? Like, in my next video, I'm going to give you some more tips in terms of what I do for fitness and also what I wear, how my skin looks. It's not tight. It's not smooth as before. But come on, guys. We've been around and we've been through a lot, okay? We're the crash test dummies of our generation. Half of us should be dead or half of us are going to live to 150, considering what we've gone through. I believe our Gen X's are immortal. But what I'm trying to say here, ladies, is that I know what you're going through. I know the confidence is not there. It'll come back, and it may come back in waves. Do not let any social influencers who are 25 freaking years old tell you different, okay? You shouldn't be following them, honestly. Um, I follow people who are, make me laugh. I get confidence out of just shutting my brain, looking at something that's going to entertain me, and then that will bring me back to a happier place and space in my head, and then the confidence comes back. It's not every day that it works, but when I know I'm going into that rabbit hole, and guys, I was there 2 days ago. We have kids, they have their own lives. I am a divorced single mom, and I'm trying to get this podcast thing off the ground because I feel strong and I know my shit. All right. If I could tell you one thing, guys, I know my shit when it comes to menopause. And I don't need to be a doctor. I do not need to be Mel Robbins. I do not need to be Oprah. I do not need to be anybody of wealth to state, listen to me. And I know exactly what I'm talking about because I've been through it. Sorry, guys, if you're a celebrity, Halle Berry, love you. Naomi Watts, adore you. But you've got the monies. You've got the monies to change up what you deemed is lack of confidence, okay? Many of us do not, and that's okay. So what do we do during this time? We don't give up. We didn't give up as Gen Xers when we were constantly harassed by men at a very young age, where it was way before the Me Too movement, way before smartphones came out. Nobody knew what other people were doing. Our business was ours. Whatever stayed in the house, stayed in the house. But if you looked a certain way or did something differently than the average person in society, then you were going to be harassed and you were going to be insulted or not good enough, So, ladies, we've been through that shit. Guys, I'm sure you've been through that shit too. And if your ladies are feeling like garbage, this is what you're going to do. You're not going to ignore her. You're not going to roll your eyes and say, oh my God, what happened to my beautiful wife or partner, spouse, blah, 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 that I've married? What happened to her? Because you know what, guys? We get lost. We get lost, but we hopefully will come back around. And if you guys are going to neglect those or ignore those women in your lives who are suffering so much with not only the physical, but the mental ability going through perimenopause, I suggest you read. And I suggest you come and watch my videos, listen to my podcasts. All right, folks, because we cannot lose our confidence. If we lose our confidence, we lose ourselves. We go down that rabbit hole, and some of us may not come out of it. All right, so I'm going to stop it right there, but I really would like to know your thoughts about your own stories, about your confidence. Where are you right now? What do you plan on doing to get that groove back? And what noises are you going to just let slide off of your shoulders? Do not let them come into your brain. Do not let them come into your head for 1 second, because we've all got this. We are beautiful. We are smart. Or are we wise? Yes, we are definitely wise. And some of us give zero fucks, but some of us do not. So that's up to you. If that's what makes you confident, go for it, sister, because I'm here for you. And I really hope that you enjoyed this little episode of mine. I cannot wait to talk more with everybody. You can hit me up at whatthepause@gmail.com. You can comment on my YouTube channel, or you can subscribe as well. I'm on Linktree and on rss.com. You can find all my links there. You can follow me on Instagram at whatthepause. That's also on Facebook and Threads. All right. I had to think about all those. I'm still in the process of doing all this social media marketing stuff now. So luckily I have one of my former students coming over to help me out with that, because my daughters they're in that Gen Z. So they're not too knowledgeable about the whole marketing thing because they're a little too young. But luckily I have my my millennial friends and students who can help me out. So I'm going to leave it here. I want to wish you all a fantastic day, fantastic rest of the week. And I'd love to hear more. And I'd like to know what kind of topics you like me to talk about in future episodes. I have so much to say and so much to give. And I just want everybody to feel really good about themselves. Even if it's not every day. Almost every day is great. So I'm going to close off with my usual send-off. Be kind. Be healthy. Be yourself and embrace the pause. See you next time.
Yo, I'm burning up, hot flashes got me sweating like a sauna, body feeling different, odor creeping like a drama, clock hits 3, wide awake insomnia, got me stressed, mirror shows dry skin, used to glow, now it's a mess, achy joints, back stiff, tailbone hurts too, trying to stay fly, but the fupa making moves, 1 minute I'm chill, next I'm seeing red, these mood swings got me tripping, messing with my head, I go through all these symptoms, do you go through it too? Is it just me or you riding this wave too?